Hi, listeners. Listen, great episode coming up. You're going to be like, oh my God, that was so funny and insightful. But first, we have a Help Me Be Black live episode that we're going to be taping here at DSP Studios in LA. So if you're in LA, come out. Tickets will be available online. And if you're not in LA, you can live stream it. It's not as good that you're not in LA, but it's fine. Just come. And Patreon members, hey, you're going to get a special deal on all the ticket prices and stuff. So that's cool. And that's why you should be on the Patreon. We're going to have some special guests. We're going to play some games. Maybe Obama will be there. Maybe Barack Hussein Obama will be there. Probably not, but you never know. What's that guy even up to? You don't know. Anyway, come out to the live Help Me Be Black episode taping on June 19th at 7 p.m. Okay, that's all. Now listen to the episode.
I've tried to look it up, but I still don't really know about the Black Eyed Peas at New Year's. Oh, you don't even know. Oh gosh, I keep forgetting where I'm at.
What do you think this podcast is for?
Oh, that's my
it's
bad.
in the title.
I thought you had Googled some. So on New Year's
no,
Eve,
you're here for
on New Year's Eve, you're supposed to cook some Black Eyed Peas, and it's good luck for the next year.
Okay. Hi, what's up, people? It's the Help Me Be Black podcast again. Welcome to the Help Me Be Black podcast, where I bring on comedians to help me be black. Today, my guest is a phenomenal, hilarious comedian. She's been on Comedy Central, y'all. She's super funny. She's touring all around. Really, really funny, great comic. Now, the third time I said it, it made it feel fake. But the other two were real, and I do believe it. Everybody, make some noise for Chanel Ali.
Yeah. Hey. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing.
Immediately answering your phone.
Look,
immediately answering your phone. We're keeping it in.
No,
We're
I'm in
keeping
LA.
it in. The hoes.
Yeah.
Do you have hoes in this area code?
Most area codes, yeah. I got some hoes. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been touring all around, like you said.
No, that's good. Now, when we say hoes, do you mean friends or actual hoes? I'm genuinely asking. It's look.
Yeah, I do mean hoes, yeah, but
That's
also
good.
hoes that I care about.
Para mí, I assume I care about all hoes, and I assume that you would care about them. That is,
You can feel that energy.
Yeah, I didn't think of you as you're not doing this white dude thing where it's I don't care and I go to the cities or whatever.
Right.
I feel like you are a kind heart and you would feel bad if you didn't care about the hoes.
Yeah, and I also believe in various levels of intimacy. I didn't plan to talk to you about this,
No,
but
it's
here
okay.
we are.
Hey, this is how this podcast goes.
You want to be real niggas here. So, I think you can have intimacy with somebody and it doesn't have to be the most salacious version of it,
Totally.
I have relationships with people that I think have existed for a long time, but, it doesn't fit into a box or a category. It's just I know that they care about me and I care about them. And if I'm around or they're around, I travel a lot.
Right.
And we can spend some time together and various levels of intimacy.
You know what? And also, I think, here's what I'll say. I think comedians, aside from just people who are queer, but comedians as well have been at the forefront of polyamory in the sense that because we're always traveling and we're going to, it does make sense where it's look, I'm in Seattle and it doesn't necessarily make sense that if I have an intimacy with somebody in Seattle, that I'm not going to get my dick sucked Seattle style. You know what I mean? With the rain and stuff and, 50 Shades of Grey. Does that take place in Seattle? Whatever. I am a big proponent of city dependent relationships.
Yeah.
Where it's look, if you're available, because otherwise, you're going around your troubadour. You're what? I got to be lonely. I can only have somebody on the East Coast, and then I go everywhere else, and I'm just
and
nothing.
I will date a guy for 3 months, and then I'll take him on tour. Something low grade, not Bahamas or something. Something Maine or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
And just see how
you go into Vermont with me.
we're gonna stay at the nice suite at the inn. We're not gonna do nothing too crazy and see if we can handle it. But also when I'm by myself, like we're so fun. I'm trying to have fun wherever I'm at.
Exactly.
You should just come with me. You know, like sometimes I just hit somebody up and I'm like, you should just come with me. We're gonna get on the Ferris wheel.
Oh, wow.
And we're gonna eat an edible, and then we're gonna see the new movie, and then I'm gonna do my show, and you're gonna laugh, and then maybe we'll go back to your house and we'll have some fun, whatever. But then you also have to be careful because now you're just like so fun.
Oh, you set a high bar for yourself.
I had to learn to dial it back and not be too fun.
Because you're going on these sort of like full day kind of date. These are like excursions.
Like
you're like
trial
if you're coming...
relationships, I would say, even like a trial relationship. And they're like, man, that was so fun. And I was like, yeah, but I do have to go now.
And now I might not see you for months.
Or maybe never again, maybe. Because I don't come to Seattle that much.
Well, low-key, it turned dark. It was like, yeah, this is really... And they're like, yeah, this is actually the best experience I've ever had. You're like, all right, see you never.
But I also think I'm really trying to speak to how powerful freedom and the energy can be.
Right.
Because I've had someone say to me, like, we weren't like sleeping together, but they were like, yeah, you were in my house for the last few days. You were staying there, you're doing your shows, and now you've left, and my house feels very different.
Oh.
Like the energy in here has changed, and I'm struggling with it.
Oh.
I didn't anticipate that you being here for a couple of days would like raise the vibration, and then you would leave and take it with you. And I always take it with me. Yeah.
Well, that's because it's you. That's your aura.
I think you have it too, though, is what I'm saying. I think we all have it because we're Black.
Oh, okay.
But partially that. But yeah, for sure.
I do think, because I'm not like super whatever spiritual like that, but I do feel that energy thing is real. Like, I think that when you spend a lot of time, which it seems like you do, cultivating an energy that you're like, I want this energy to be attractive, not even romantically attractive, just like I want to let people have fun around me and bring fun. Like, I'm not always like doing the most with that, but I think if we're hanging, it's going to be like a pretty cool time.
Yeah, for sure.
Where like, I would say, these people that you hang out with them and when you're around them, afterwards you feel drained and like kind of like sad and kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
That is like my greatest fear. When
of being that person?
Yes. Like when people aren't around me, if they go, fucking Skyler's exhausting to be around. Like for whatever reason.
He's always trying to be Black. He's always bringing it up.
Yo, what's that? Hey, am I Black yet? Yo.
Hey.
Yo, am I Black yet?
How am I doing?
Yes or no? Give me a rating, a scale of 1 to 10. Fill out the Google form I just sent you.
You definitely have a form. You definitely have a document.
Yeah, I could get a Google form and just, hey, how am I doing?
But that's really what I wanted to talk to you about anyway. It was like Black spiritual.
No, I mean, this is actually a perfect segue into
see how we did
just
that?
Like, yeah, that's good. Yo, Loki, you should host a podcast.
I know.
This is your podcast now.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is really great. I am really excited for your journey on becoming Black.
Hell yeah.
Now, spirituality broadly, like you told me superstitions.
Yeah.
Like what? Let's start here. Did you grow up with a lot of these Black superstitions in the household?
A few of them. I was a foster kid.
Oh,
yeah. So I moved around a lot, but I did live with some relatives here and there, and some of them were Black. Not all of them were Black, unfortunately, which made it difficult because I was like, "Who is telling the truth?" But
did they have like different like superstitions based on race
absolutely.
or region?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it all comes from somewhere.
Right. Because sometimes they be talking about the chupacabra. Other times they be talking about, what's her name, Bloody Mary. Other times it's Candyman. And it's like, okay, wait. So
demons.
You're telling me I do some shit in the mirror and either Bloody Mary or Candyman's going to show up
it's
based on how much I said? Yeah, come on.
You shouldn't be talking in the mirror. Across the,
you really
across
shouldn't.
The board.
I do think that those things were made up just to like not keep kids in the bathroom for too long.
Yeah.
Where it's like, why are you in there?
We're making a mess.
Yeah, you're making a mess.
So you were adopted, and was there any like superstitions or spiritual practices?
Yes. So like, I think all of the spiritual superstitious stuff, at least in my culture, was like Mormon stuff, because Mormon. So there would be some superstitious elements to it, but it would all get connected back to like the Holy Ghost and Jesus and stuff like that. Like Mormons famously believe that if you are a man, you can hold the priesthood, and the priesthood is sort of like that same power of God that's like the force that like is how Moses split the Red Sea, and how, you know, all of this, like the visions and stuff are revealed, and they still believe in having visions and shit like that. Like it can get a little mystical. And so there would be a lot of stories about, you know, the pioneers were going across the plains, and, you know, all of these fucking crows were coming to eat all the stuff, and then they prayed, and all the crows, you know, like it would just be stuff like that, or like people getting miraculously healed. You would hear all these like anecdotal, like Jesus-y type stories of healing and all this stuff, and they wouldn't always be like, oh, they'd be like, this just happened 2 years ago or something like that, like stuff like that. So that was definitely, the magic was in the air, but it was all to support sort of like Mormon magic. Like that,
and like
Mormon
a moral
stuff.
Code.
Yeah, and like and that's why you shouldn't drink coffee, because then God will come in and save you from a car accident or something like that.
See, these didn't even stick to you. See, that's how you know they weren't that good.
No, you know what's weird is I've forgotten a lot of that stuff. Like,
that's interesting.
Maybe it's probably like trauma based.
Yes,
like...
absolutely. That's what I was gonna say, is like in foster care, or when I lived with, you know, whoever, if they were religious, I had to pray because that's what they wanted me to do.
Oh,
if they were like, I lived with Jehovah's Witness, they were Jehovah's Witness, they wanted me to go door to door. I was like, I'm not going to die.
They had the foster kid going door to door.
No, they wanted me to, and I was like, no. They gave me the option because
that doesn't
obviously
seem fair.
I agree.
That feels like free labor. That's like, well, no, I don't do what you do.
I was like, so you guys are saying shifts. I'm pulling a you did, that's what you said it was.
That's
I'm not
crazy.
doing a shift.
That's
you know,
really
luckily
tough.
I was old enough to be able to like voice my opinion. But you know, in my adulthood, like I experienced a lot of different types of religions growing up because I lived with people. And then in my adulthood, I was like, you know, I'm not really about most religion or organized. I'm just not really interested in exploring that, you know?
Sure.
But I was in this comedy club maybe a couple of years ago, and this old black comedian passed me. He was about to get on stage. He's drunk as hell, and he watches the waitress set some food down right in front of me. And he says, you better pray over that food or it's going to make you sick. Okay. And I'll never forget the way he said sick.
Sick!
You know?
It's gonna make you sick.
You go, ugh. And then he ran off, and he was like kind of bombing because he was really drunk. But then he got it together. He got it together because he's very talented.
Okay.
But it really stuck with me because I think it's really important that we say something before we eat our food.
Oh.
And I think it's like we have been conditioned to believe it comes from like the black church and this Christianity, and then we're going back to African traditions, and maybe it's rooted in this. And it's like, it's also about self-regulation.